Hi, it's Rick. It's Monday, March 31st. And, apparently, Adolescence, that popular Netflix series, is woke. I mean, I had no idea. I watched it, I wrote about it. Lots of people watch the show. It's extremely popular. British schools are going to start showing it to help kids talk about difficult subjects. It's seen as a really popular, really great series, but apparently it's woke. Now, if you haven't read the story, this really shows this whole idea that we're in the middle of a culture war. And if you're Hollywood, no matter what you do, no matter how you try and get around controversy, you're going to do things that are controversial because there are people out there who are just looking to pick a fight. And, if there's not one that's is fairly rational, they're going to pick the dumbest fight because it will still get attention. It'll get them attention. It'll get the attention of the people that they admire. And it's sort of this circle of stupidity. Now, this adolescence thing all started on the weekend, right? And there's this guy in Malaysia. His name's Ian Miles Chung, excuse me. Now he's been a really big figure on the right politics in America for a while. Even though he's based in Malaysia, he's never been to the U.S. or Canada. He really came to prominence during the Gamergate stuff about 6, 8 years ago, right? That Gamergate was this whole idea that video games are too woke, right? They have too many female and diverse characters. They have too many non-alpha male storylines, and a lot of women, frankly, were driven out of the industry, right? They were just harassed to the point where they had to almost go underground to get away from it. Right? It was a very nasty kind of situation. Chung came out of that, right? He moved into sort of this right-wing politics thing now. He's always posting stuff on X or on another social media platform. It's generally something that's supposed to be provocative, although it's more just stupid than provocative, but it gets a lot of attention, which is, I think, honestly what he's looking for. Over the weekend, he posted this thing about adolescence, and I want to make sure he gets it right. He claimed that the series is about a British knife killer who stabbed a girl to death on the bus, and it's based on real life cases such as the Southport, England murderer. So guess what? They race swapped the actual killer from a black man migrant to a white boy, and the story has it so that he was radicalized online by the red pill movement. Just the absolute state of anti-white propaganda. And then of course Elon Musk weighs in with, "Oh wow," and then the next thing you know, this stupid story is everywhere. Now, one of the co-creators of Adolescence basically came out and said, "Look, it had nothing to do with that case. It really wasn't based on anyone in particular at all. It's not only inaccurate, but frankly a little stupid to say that most knife killings in the UK are created or the cause of black kids." And he's pushing out this really hard. Not that has stopped the story from being everywhere. I was looking around today, man. It's not just on X, but in different conservative news sites. This is the big, oh, adolescence is woke. And first of all, if that's really what you think, did you even watch the damn show? Because I mean, it's clear that that is not at all. I don't know how you can watch the show and legitimately think that that's the case. You're looking to pick a fight. Now, I think is going to blow over because, as I said, if you ever watch the thing, it's clearly that's not the case. Now, you may be unhappy that this whole idea of teen boys being affected by right wing, boyosphere, this this sort of conservative alpha male, let's be abusive to everybody. We're going to fight everyone to win sort of atmosphere that impacts teen kids, right? You might not be happy about that if you're on the right, but that is an actual thing. So I just want to highlight this thing because it just gives you the idea of the level of stupidity we're at right now when it talks to describing and discussing culture or TV shows. That there are some people who are just going to see every show, every decision as having some political component, right? It's the old axiom, the old overused axiom about, when you're a Hamlet, everything looks like a nail. And it's really the case with this. Like when you're a certain segment of political conservatives in America, everything is political, right? You can't see anything without a political component to it. And you're seeing that here. I'd like to say that this is a one-off thing or this is something we're not going to see happen again and again and again. Unfortunately, I think it's going to be a long, long, I don't know, decade before hopefully this clears up a little bit. With that happy note, I will see you tomorrow as always.